What about you?
I'm single. I've been single for like a few years. And I guess the longest relationship that I've had was like a year.
You've been single a few years. So you're 27 now. When's the last time you were, I guess, not single? 23, 24?
Well, I guess it's like kind of complicated because, I mean, I had like, so like I was in a relationship, but that was not, I don't think that can really count as a relationship because, I don't know, it's like, it's hard to like explain, but pretty much like when, it's not funny, but like it's funny because it's not funny.
Wait,
like,
he started dating men?
No, so like
okay.
I had a relationship, but it's like, my dad said it's not really a relationship because like when we started exposing a lot of like the stuff during the pandemic, they ended up turning on, the person ended up turning on me and my family and was involved in like trafficking, like me and my family. So it doesn't really count, but that's like the last.
What? Wait, trafficking you and your family?
Or
Yeah, trafficking, like human trafficking. So like it wasn't like a real relationship.
Trafficking your family?
Yeah, me and
the whole family.
He was involved in trafficking like me and.
Wait, you said you're from Canada? Like, so he's
I was
trying
born
to
in Canada.
He's trying to traffic you to the United States?
That's not what I said. I just said that he was involved in like human trafficking, me and my family. So it wasn't a real relationship, but that was like the last.
I'm really stuck on this though. What do you mean trafficking you and your family?
Human trafficking.
Yeah, I know
the
what human
financial and
trafficking
exploitation
is.
of an individual.
Yeah, so but how though? Like how? What? In what way was he trafficking? I don't even know how I can make that question more clear. Like
the financial and sexual exploitation of an individual.
I know what it means.
He was involved in it. There's a lot behind it, and if you really want more information, I can get that to you at another time. But I'm just saying it was not a real relationship for that reason. My father said that there's a lot to the situation that I'm not going to understand, and I think that's true. I'm just saying that it wasn't a real relationship, but it was the last situation that I was in, and that was like years ago. So
was he trafficking like brothers and sisters, or
did you hear what I just said? I said if you want more information you can get it from my father, but there's information surrounding it that I'm not going to understand because men were involved in creating those circumstances. So.
How did you meet him? Was it a dating app?
No, it was at a university.
He was a student there?
Yeah.
Were you a student there?
Yes.
Was he about your age?
Yes.
So what age were you? What age was he when you guys met?
Like 20, 19 or 20.
And he was Canadian citizen?
Yes.
Was he involved in like gangs or what?
Gangs?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I suppose gangs are involved in
I don't know.
Trafficking?
I don't know if he was involved in gangs. Like I said, there's a lot of information that I'm not privy to, but that's just what the situation was. So.
And you said you were dating him for 1 year? Is this the one, you said you were in a relationship for 1 year, but is this the one that you're not sure if it was a relationship?
No, I'm telling you it wasn't a relationship because.
But is that the one, you were seeing him for 1 year?
No, so I said the relationship was about like a year, but we were married and then ended up splitting because of that. So like I said, when my father and I started exposing the crimes during the pandemic, he ended up turning on me and my family.
Your husband did?
Yes. And
were you and your husband living together?
No, not at that time.
So you were married, but you weren't living with him?
Well, he had, we really don't need to get too much into it, but he had put me in the hospital, and so that's why I was staying with my dad. And then he ended up getting involved in a lot of stuff against my family. Like when we exposed all these stuff, we ended up losing our house, our cars, corporate assets. My sister was stolen. Haven't seen her in like 4 years.
Wait, your sister was stolen?
Yes, she was trafficked. So I haven't seen her for 4 years.
By him?
No, people that were involved. So there was multiple like agencies involved, but I mean,
Wait, do you know where she's located?
no.
Do you mean 3-letter agencies came in and got her?
There was multiple agencies involved. So I worked for the government, and my dad is a mechanical engineer, and we were exposing different agencies in the area.
What branch of the government did you work for?
The Saskatchewan Health Authority. It was a
Okay.
provincial government. So
Mhm.
pretty much we were exposing how like I said, the improper contagion mitigation procedures for the pandemic were used for election interference, bioterrorism, treason against Canada and the United States,
Is this
human
TOS?
trafficking.
Yeah, we can't get into.
Well,
we can't get into the
that's what I
specifics.
told
can
you.
you just,
That's why I
we
told
don't
you
need the
if you
details
wanna-
about that
Yeah,
shit.
just
Just
the
avoid
That's
it.
why I
specifics.
said if you want more
Well,
information
no,
about
hang
it,
on.
just ask my
Just because
dad.
we can't say those words, those specifics words, we can still at least figure out or try to figure out, because this is wild, right? So we went from you were in a relationship to know you were actually married, and your husband started trafficking members of your family, and your sister is
He
gone
was-
and has been gone for years, and you don't know where she is. You could see where we're like, what is
Well,
going on here?
Like I said, there's a lot. It's not something that you can just explain in like 5 minutes. So like I said, it wasn't a real relationship, and you can leave it at that. And if you want more information, like I said, you can more than welcome to reach out to Dale Richardson on Twitter or his email
All
or
right,
whatever.
moving on. What about you?